All right, let's talk about a simple but powerful mind hack designed to help you stop hesitating and finally start acting. It's a science-backed tool you can use to basically reprogram your brain, and it only takes 7 seconds. Let's dive in.
You know that feeling, right? That strange, invisible wall that pops up between knowing exactly what you should do and actually, doing it. It's that universal feeling of being stuck inside your own head, just watching a moment or an opportunity drift away.
I mean, for a lot of us, it starts the very second our day begins. That alarm goes off, and for a split second, your instinct is screaming, "Get up!" But then this wave of hesitation just washes over you, and your hand almost automatically reaches for the snooze button. It seems like a tiny decision, but it really sets the stage for a day of inaction.
Or hey, maybe it's that brilliant idea that just hits you out of nowhere, during a meeting or when you're just sitting quietly. You get that jolt of excitement, but it's immediately followed by this flood of self-doubt, telling you it's not good enough, it's not the right time, and just like that, the idea is gone before it ever had a real chance.
And this happens in social situations all the time, too. You see somebody you want to meet, or you have something really important to add to a conversation, you feel that urge to just open your mouth and say it, but you hesitate. You start overthinking and poof, the moment's gone. So, why? Why does this happen to all of us? Well, it turns out there's a really powerful reason for it, and it's all happening inside your brain. Think of it as your brain's built-in emergency brake.
And let's be super clear about this from the start. This is not a character flaw. It's not a sign that you're weak or lazy. It's actually your brain doing the job it was designed to do, which is to keep you safe. Your brain is literally hardwired to avoid anything that feels uncertain or scary or difficult. Hesitation is just a survival mechanism. And this emergency brake idea is so important. See, when you have an instinct to act on something, you've only got a window of a few seconds before your brain slams on the brakes. It starts magnifying all the risks and defaults back to what's comfortable and familiar, which most of the time means doing nothing at all.
You know that feeling of being totally frozen? It's a real thing. It's called decision paralysis, or sometimes analysis paralysis. When we hesitate, we give our brain way too much time to flood us with all the what-ifs and doubts, and it becomes almost impossible to make a choice. We get stuck thinking instead of doing.
So what's really happening here is an internal tug of war. On one side, you've got your thinking brain. It's cautious, it overanalyzes everything, it's always looking for risks. And on the other side, you've got your action brain, which runs on impulse and instinct and wants to grow. That feeling of hesitation is basically the battle between these two. So, what if you had a tool to quiet that overthinking brain and give the action brain the green light on command? Well, that's exactly what this 7-second reprogram is. It's your way to override that hesitation. And the technique itself couldn't be simpler. Seriously, the moment you feel that instinct to do something, anything, you immediately start counting down, out loud or in your head. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That countdown totally short-circuits the hesitation habit. And the key is, when you hit 1, you have to physically move. You just go. See, that initial impulse, that little spark you feel? That's your action brain trying to get you to do something. The countdown is just a simple trick to protect that impulse from the emergency brake of your thinking brain. You've got to act before the doubt has a chance to win.
And just so you know, this isn't some silly little gimmick. It's a legitimate psychological tool. It's a form of what's called metacognition, which is just a fancy way of saying thinking about your thinking. By counting down, you are consciously shifting gears in your mind, breaking that pattern of self-doubt, and turning on the parts of your brain that are responsible for action. You're taking back control.
Okay, so that's the theory. Enough talk, right? Let's get practical and look at how you can actually put this rule to work, from beating that snooze button to building some real social confidence. Honestly, the applications for this are endless. You can use it to finally conquer that snooze button and launch yourself out of bed. You can use it to push past that social anxiety and just say hello. When you're procrastinating on a big project, you can use it to just start typing that first sentence. Or when you're debating whether or not to work out, use it to just put on your shoes. That's it. And here's where the real magic happens. It's not just about getting that one thing done. Every single time you use this rule to push past hesitation, you're basically casting a vote for a more confident, more action-oriented version of yourself. These little wins create this amazing, powerful feedback loop.
But it goes even deeper than that. This isn't just a short-term trick. When you use this technique over and over again, you are literally rewiring your brain. And that is a long-term payoff.
This is possible because of an incredible concept called neuroplasticity. It's your brain's amazing ability to physically change itself, to form new connections and pathways based on what you repeatedly think and do. Your brain isn't set in stone, it's always adapting.
So think of it like going to the gym, but for your mind. Every time you do the countdown and you move, that's like 1 rep for your brain's action muscle. You're making the neural pathways for doing stronger and the ones for hesitating weaker.
And with enough reps, you're not just strengthening a muscle, you're actively building a brand new superhighway in your brain. Over time, taking action becomes easier, more automatic. You are fundamentally changing your default setting from hesitation to action.
So what does all this boil down to? It's about empowerment. It's about using a simple tool to stop being a passive observer of your own thoughts and doubts. You're no longer just watching your feelings paralyze you. You become the one in charge, the one in the driver's seat of your own life.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about next week. What's one small thing you've been putting off that you can use this rule on right now, today? Because the real power isn't in just knowing this stuff. It's in doing it.